Hey everyone, welcome to Twin Tuesday. You're getting the real deal today because I was just thinking, actually somebody on Instagram just asked, Cindy just asked if I was putting a video up on my channel anymore, and I was like, yes, I'm going to try to put one up today after I get some rest. As you can tell, I have not gotten some rest yet today, but the girls are ready to eat or working on getting ready to eat, and so I figured, hey, I'll just invite you into what it looks like today of getting them ready to eat. I heard somebody fussing over here that these girls like to do this a lot, where somebody fusses and you come and check on them and they're both looking like they're sound asleep. But what I saw earlier was Miss Chloe here. You were the one that was fussing. And Miss Karis over here just snoozing away. Your hat has come off though, so you've been wiggling a little bit. Were you both fussing? Oh, Karis is moving. We're not going to fuss up to this. These girls are 1 week old now. I had them at 37 weeks and 2 days. They did not have any time in the NICU. They were completely healthy. I think it was Chloe that had to get pricked 3 times to get her blood sugar at the right level of where it needed to be, but she was good by the 3rd time, and there were no other issues. There weren't any jaundice issues or anything. They checked out, and we actually only spent 2 days at the hospital. Usually it's 3 nights at the, whoop, somebody's filling their pants. Somebody's doing it dirty. Usually after cesarean, people will stay 3 nights in the hospital. We only stayed 2 because these are number 5 and 6 for us. The doctor was nervous to send us home since they're twins, but he said, you know what, they check out completely great, so there's really no reason for you to have to stay here. Recovery for me is going pretty good. My parents were here for the first full week. They came just in time, like the day before the girls were born, and so that was good timing that they were actually able to spend time with the girls while they were here, because they only had a certain amount of time that they could spend with us, and they got us through our first full week with the girls. And just left this morning at 5 this morning. I have to say I have shed some tears over it. Not going to talk about it too much because I'll probably shed some more tears. My biggest difference this time around, not necessarily because of twins, but what I'm watching out for me personally this time is after my 4th kid was born, after Toby was born, I had postpartum depression for about 6 months. And didn't really know it until probably 3 months into it is when I think I finally fessed up to it and acknowledged the reality that I was having postpartum depression. So this time around, I've been trying to be very self-aware of my emotions and everything, although the hospital papers and everything say it's normal for the first 2 weeks to be very emotional and just up and down with hormones and everything, because those are going crazy right now, I have to tell you. But so if it continues into next week, then I need to look into that. But I'm already taking steps to try to prevent it if some of my hormonal rages or whatever that's going on is leaning in that way. I'm trying to go ahead and be aware of stuff and just not let it happen this time, because it was not fun. It was 6 months of misery, and I don't want that, because my twins are so amazing and I'm really enjoying them. I really didn't realize how much of a blessing they would be until getting home with them and spending time with them. I'm trying to tear into a bag of diapers one-handedly right now, so that's what you're hearing in the background. We have this little setup on their pack and play. We've got a nice little changing table thing, which is holding blankets and clothes and stuff. I have used it for changing them some, but I get worn out quickly, and so I'm mostly just using it to hold things, and then I'll change them on the bed instead. I already have a diaper over here. So I'm going to change them on our bed and do that instead, so I can sit and rest while I change them, because I have to watch myself and my own energy. Since they are so squirmy and waking up so well already, I'm going to wait and change their diaper probably halfway through the feeding, when they start getting a little bit sleepy and need some encouragement to wake up and keep on eating. So, all right, I'm gonna get my favorite tool that Angel highly recommended, a double nursing pillow. It has made it possible to feed both of you at the same time, and we like that a lot. So we don't have two fussy babies or one fussy baby waiting to eat. And it gives me a break. Like, all my kids have been really slow eaters, these girls included. It takes about 40 to 45 minutes for me to feed any of my kids. They just like to take their dear old time and enjoy their meals. So I'm very thankful that I have figured out how to feed both of them, because it takes about 45 minutes to feed both of them, and then I have time. Otherwise, I would be feeding around the clock and never getting any rest, and I need rest. If you want my full birth story of how everything went and how they were born and everything, I'll put a link in the description below to our family channel where you can join us in the journey of these girls being delivered. I did have a cesarean. Baby B, Chloe, was transverse, not head down. Karis was head down, but the doctors that I see are not comfortable with delivering babies vaginally unless they're both head down. So we did a C-section, which I had very mixed emotions about going into it, mostly because of the recovery. I've heard is really a lot more difficult than having a vaginal delivery. And that has totally rung true. I was thinking about doing a video on the differences, my experience of the differences between vaginal deliveries and a cesarean, because I have had 4 vaginal deliveries and this is my first cesarean. But I don't know if I want to make that video, because we had somebody comment on our family channel saying that they have a cesarean scheduled and they're nervous about it and wanted to know if we had anything to say about it. And I don't really know if I have anything encouraging right now, only being 1 week postpartum from a cesarean delivery. The only good thing is that you will meet your baby soon, or baby soon. But I so much prefer recovering from a vaginal delivery than I do a cesarean, because it has not been all that fun. But that's about it for this week, because I'm exhausted and I haven't really thought about what I'm going to share on here with you guys. And with being so tired, I know that everything is kind of jumbled up here, and I just want to make sure that I'm sharing stuff that I want to share and not just blabbering on about stuff that I don't even know what I'm saying. At least I get to edit this in a little bit, and I can cut out stuff that I want. So all right, so next week the girls will be 2 weeks old, and I can give a little bit better of an update, hopefully, with getting a little bit more rest this week. Hopefully sleeping's not been so bad. It's getting used to newborn sleep patterns, which is difficult anyways, but we've gone through this before and kind of expected that, and they're honestly doing really good for what I expected. I expected it to be harder than it is right now with handling twins, and it really hasn't been as difficult as I expected. Thankfully, God has really been very graceful to us, and things are going much better than I expected, especially with breastfeeding and being able to feed both of them at the same time. These girls are my best eaters yet, and I'm very thankful for that, especially since there's 2 of them, and they're doing much better than all my other kids did. And I'm very, very thankful for that. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. I'm tired. I'm going to finish feeding the girls and take a nap. I'll see you guys next week for another Twin Tuesday update on their 2-week update. I'll see you later. Bye.